He had on that Arkansas jersey or
I
something one time.
know because Fayetteville frequent him more than Memphis.
Yeah, people like Jack be hating, man.
Jack just mad because he think he the only big nigga in Memphis.
That ain't possible. He should,
No, I'm
all
telling
that
you.
barbecue they be eating.
It's amazing how he keep finding more food spots.
You would have think
Stream back.
he sniffed out all of them. Yeah, we back. They tried to keep a black man down, but they can't.
LOL, they really have.
It's crazy how quick they got you too. That's crazy.
Yeah, we wasn't up like 10 minutes, man. That's crazy. So now I've learned that I can't use any trailers for our movie reviews and spoilers. I thought, like, if I just use some trailers and stuff like that, the same thing a billion other websites upload, we would be good. And, maybe I might have to fight 1 or 2 copyright matches, but I didn't think they was gonna shut the whole thing down. That's crazy.
They got you at the paint.
Yeah. We getting Wonton a webcam. He gonna be on webcam the next one. So
Yeah, man, I got y'all, man. I know y'all want to see.
yeah. Okay, so we were about to do
Yo, put your shirt back on. What was that? I just heard your chest get hot, nigga. Yeah, I know you want to see. Come on, bro. We're not doing that.
So we were about to do our Super Mario impressions. So yeah, Alex, what you thought about it?
For Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What did I not say on Weapon Wheel? I think this is a proper reintroduction to me being interested in animation movies. When I said that on Weapon Wheel, people in the comments, they was like, "Excuse me, Spider-Man," like the animated one,
Yeah.
the Miles Morales. I wasn't even thinking about that. So I'll say for me, this is a proper introduction for me to care about animation movies again. And I guess we can go more into depth with that in a few minutes.
Okay. Wonton?
Yeah, kind of similar to Alex. Like, I don't watch that many animated movies these days. I watch every now and like the occasional Pixar movie. So yeah, this was, and I haven't seen any like Despicable Me's or the Minions. I haven't even watched like any of those except for the first Despicable Me. But this movie definitely was a really good like effort as far as animation goes. The animation itself, like the art style and everything, is some of the best I've ever seen. But yeah, great movie though.
Yeah. So as far as the cast goes, this was a really good cast. Chris Pratt is Mario. By the way, all of y'all need to go apologize to that man. Y'all been treating Chris Pratt like he's the Rock lately, and and y'all been wronging him because because I get it. He's been like overcast, or people feel like he's been overcast and everything.
No. It's not even that he's been overcast. He's only been in Guardians of the Galaxy that we can just sit there and say he's a mainstay. I think what he suffers from is that this. That's funny that you brought up The Rock. When Rock was doing his movies, the reason his biggest critic was people saying it just don't feel right. Like,
and he
you're
looks
trying
the
to
same in every movie too.
you look the same in
Yeah.
every movie, and on top of that, you are the funny guy. You're trying to be serious. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all remember when The Rock was like, when he was a wrestler? We know how he was with the charismatic, the eyebrow, all of this. He was very expressive. Then you do some walk tall. It's like, huh? And that's what Chris Pratt issue was. He was on the what was that, Parks and Rec? Or what was that show he was on?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was on Parks.
He was on Parks and Rec. For me, that was my introduction to Chris Pratt. And then you get Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like, I feel like a lot of people just kind of see him as it just don't feel right. It just don't feel right,
There were other movies he was in though that people like. He was in Tomorrow War, which was a pretty
That's
serious
another
movie.
animation movie.
No, Tomorrow War.
What's that?
That's the movie where the soldiers they recruit soldiers from the past, bring them to the future to fight.
The Brad
fight
Pitt,
that
not
war.
Brad Pitt, the Tom Cruise movie, right?
Yeah. No, that's not Tom Cruise. You're thinking
No,
of the
it's-
other movie that Tom Cruise did like that. That's yes.
You talking about Edge of Tomorrow?
No, there was another movie. It's literally just like Edge of Tomorrow. It's set in the future, except in
I'm
more
on IMDb. I'm gonna go look right now.
It's
No
really
way.
the movie's
It's on,
really good. It's really good.
I still haven't seen it, but it's on Amazon. Alex.
Yeah, it came out in mid-pandemic and it was fire.
And
To
we might
me,
have to have
I heard it was good. I have watched it though.
it's
we might have to
fire.
have a movie night. We might have to have a movie
It's
night.
like Edge of Tomorrow, except they're not in those like mech suits.
The Tomorrow World. I see it right here.
And Tomorrow, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look. I'm on his Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor: Love and Thunder, Jurassic World. Like, you feel me? The
Yeah.
Lego Movie. Like, this dude is
He
he's that
So
lane.
so
You
he's
know,
done
so I,
different stuff, yeah, but he's done more than
yeah.
Guardians. But yeah, the other casting was Anne Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, also good. She was in stuff that off the top of my head. She played one of the mutants in that really bad mutant movie, the mutant horror movie that nobody
the New
saw.
Mutants,
Yeah,
yeah,
was it New Mutants? Terrible movie, but
yeah.
she was also in the Netflix show Queen's Gambit, I think it was. Amazing
Yeah,
show. And some other stuff. So she was a really good Peach.
she's a
Jack
good
Black,
actress. She was in the Menu, all that
yeah.
shit.
She
Jack Black
was, yeah.
is Bowser. Charles Martinet, who's the voice of Mario, he played Mario's father and a few other roles in the movie.
Hmm.
Charlie Day as Luigi. Key from Key and Peele as Toad. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Yeah, so on and so forth. So, but that's the main cast, and this is a really good cast. I really
I
like
think
it.
so.
Like
Tomorrow War was an Amazon original movie. I can't believe y'all just okay.
it was fire. Yes, go watch it, sir.
I
It
know,
was a
hey Alex, I
banger.
know you say that. I know you say that, but Amazon, they original content is pretty good. It
If
is.
you like Edge of Tomorrow, you're gonna like the Tomorrow War.
I'm gonna be real with you too. Amazon originals, a lot of times they be better than Netflix originals.
I'm watching this trailer and I feel like I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy except on the
Come on, man.
ground.
Come on,
Like,
man.
come on,
You
what is this?
go watch the movies. I ain't trying to hear you talk about it. Stop
Bro,
that.
he
Stop
just
that.
reloaded the gun like this. He was like,
S-
like, bro, what are we
Stop.
doing?
Stop that. I ain't trying to hear you right now. Go watch the movie. I ain't trying to hear nothing you say until then. Watch the movie and then come
Okay.
talk to me. All right.
Okay.
So, real quick, just to touch on this, Anne Taylor-Joy as Peach, she did really good, but there was like dumb conversation about like this movie being, there's the crowd that calls everything woke, right?
Yeah,
And Princess Peach, she wasn't that like damsel in distress in this movie. People were like, "Oh, she's been the damsel in distress for 30 years. Now all of a sudden she's the independent, very capable, combat ready princess." And I'm like, "Yo, do y'all have to serious out every movie? Like, so y'all just wanted her to just be that the one that needs saving the entire movie. You know how boring that would be? She's
I
just
was about to say,
captured by
exactly.
yeah.
Bowser
And we've seen it before, like you said, 30 years.
yeah.
Especially, it makes sense. It literally, she was like, I've been here since I was a kid. It's her introduction to help Mario comfortable with the world, like with the
Mhm.
training segment, with knowing the go kart racing stuff like that. That would have been a very boring movie if she's just like, oh my god, and then Mario just got to go. That come on now,
No,
they'd be done with that.
that would be corny. Yeah.
It also would have been weird if Mario had like just automatically known how to do all that shit. Like he in
Right.
the movie, at least he's just a regular dude. He gets
Mhm.
sucked into that universe. Like
And we gave them the ability to parkour. Right, he just happened to be real good at parkour with them little legs and that little gut, but we gonna let him have it. We gonna let him have it because it'll translate to when he gets to the.
Yeah. Yeah, because they established, the whole origin very quickly. This movie was 90 minutes, by the way, and
Mhm.
it like people say it respected my time. That line people love to use. Uh,
Who is people?
people love to use that line. It respected my time. But
Come
it,
on,
it
Young
really
Jock.
it
Oh,
really
never mind.
did. And because I was like, this 90 minutes feels kind of short. I'm used to longer movies. And I was like, yo, they used every minute of that movie. There was like no wasted scenes, no wasted time or nothing like that. It was very like streamlined. This is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, then move on to this. They didn't really linger at any one scene too damn
Mhm,
long. So I
mhm.
think that it was because it is, I guess, a kids movie. You don't want kids sitting in there for too long. They got short attention spans and all that.
right.
So it was compact. They did that really well.
Or some people complained that it was too short. Actually,
I wouldn't mind if it was longer. Pause.
I just don't. Me personally, I don't know what else they could have really added that would have made the movie better. To me, I don't know. The movie's good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really good. Um, yeah, I like the origin of them starting out as plumbers. His father's a jerk who has no faith in him or Luigi. Being entrepreneurs and being plumbers and all that stuff. And uh, they set up their origin in Brooklyn, and then they randomly stumble upon you know, the tunnel, the tube that takes them to the Mushroom Kingdom and the other realm and all that stuff. But I like the
Yeah.
you know, the whole family and the origin of them. You know, I really didn't know what to expect. I kind of thought I guess I kind of thought that they would just start in the Mushroom Kingdom. That's honestly how I
Mhm.
thought the movie was going to start. I didn't think they were going to do the whole actual plumber thing and their family and they live in New Brooklyn and all that stuff. I didn't think that was going to happen.
I was gonna say this. Are y'all real sticklers when it comes to proportioning on animated movies?
Oh, the character sizes in proportion to
Like,
other things.
right. I'll give you a prime example. One of the things that made me really like Incredibles when it came out was the weird body types. Like when they can kind of pull off a specific look. Like when you see a cartoon, they're gonna draw them this way no matter what. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or Timmy Turner, he got a big head. Like I really liked on this movie, everything was like squanched. Like it was like
Mhm.
really horizontal, really lateral, and I really liked that down to the cars, the buildings, the clothes, the food. I just liked the way this movie looked in general.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, I thought it was just like what's the word I'm looking for? It was satisfying to watch for me. Like I was looking at everything, the furniture, um, the dog. We haven't even talked about. Well, we haven't gone into the movie yet, but the dog in the beginning at that person's house,
Mhm.
definitely top 3 moments in that movie.
That dog
Like,
was
and
like bigger than them, right?
fam,
Yeah, that
that
dog
part,
was.
nigga, that part had me and my dad out loud laughing. Like me and my girl was cracking up. Just when he first walked in and broke that little doggy bone, he was like, he looked at him, bro. I would go see that movie again just for that part. That part was hilarious.
Yeah. So they, you know, started in Brooklyn. They got a little commercial for their little new plumbing business. You know, Italian entrepreneurs. They got the whole, you know, the a few of the, you know, the Italian family set up. Then,
Mhm.
then like a water main or something like that breaks, and they go try to, you know, fix it to get their name out there or whatever. And then he gets transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. But at the beginning of the movie, I really like that scene with Bowser and the Koopas. Like that scene where he's like doing that, does that whole flame attack on those
Oh, and
penguins.
the penguins?
Visually,
Yes.
I was like, this looks amazing.
Yeah, that looked amazing.
Yeah, when with the lava jets that was shooting into the ice
Yeah, all of that.
from the ship. Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Even
visually,
that
this looks amazing.
even that was cool. Like I've played the Mario games. I think the last Mario game I played was on the Wii, bro. I remember I beat it with my friend. What was the, I'm gonna have to look it up. Whatever the mainstay Super Mario game was on the Wii when it came out.
Not is it? It's not Sunshine.
Nah,
Galaxy,
Sunshine was on
Galaxy.
GameCube.
Oh
nah, it wasn't Galaxy. I can look it up. But
man, no.
when you play that game, you're not imagining this big ship with lava and fire in his head moving
Mhm.
around the map. But they did that in this movie, and it looked fire. Like when they had the 3D map, and it kind of showed him like the digitized ship moving around, shit like that. I was like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
heat. This is heat the way they portrayed it, because that's like the game.
Yeah, and one thing that I liked because it was like very not what you expected is when they gave like these very tiny characters these deep ass brolic voices
Oh yeah.
like the
Oh, you talking
Penguin
about the
King.
penguin? Yeah,
The
yeah.
Penguin King, niggas sound like a grown ass man. Also, one of the lead toads, the elderly toad at the Mushroom Kingdom, he had
Hmm.
some
Yeah.
grown ass man voice. I'm like, yo, this is not like this does not. It fits, but it doesn't fit, and that's why it's so funny. I'm like, bro, why you talking like that? Take the bass out your voice. So,
And that to speak on since we're on the penguin scene, this movie, when you said no scene was wasted, I feel like every character in that movie showed up. Like
mhm,
every as we was watching the movie, I kept telling myself, "Oh, this is my favorite part. Oh, this is my favorite," and that kept happening throughout the whole movie.
yeah,
And I need to write them down because I there's
yeah.
legit moments where I'm just like, "This is a pivotal point. I really like this," and then another one would come in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like the blue, I don't know what they're called, but they're usually around that character that is that from I think she was first in Galaxy. She's almost like a princess. She dresses in blue, but she's from like and she hangs out with the stars. Y'all tell me because you know I'm not into the recent
You talking about
Mario.
Rosalina?
Yeah, Rosalina, her. Like that
Yeah,
was one of her stars that usually see with her, right? I think the blue star, and he was like always morbid and just depressed, but he's like, it's like he's happy, but everything he says is just dark and morbid. Like, yeah, we're gonna die.
Definitely
I was
stole the
like,
show.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was one of the best characters.
yeah, just
and
like,
they knew it too because he was like on an after credit or like after the credits or something, where when
mhm.
the movie was done, he had another like cameo at the end of it. I was like, nah, this dude's fire.
Yeah, like, bruh, like he's just everything he says is just dark and like he couldn't wait to die. I'm like towards the end of the movie, he was like,
Yes.
yeah, he's like, finally. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with
Yeah,
this dude?
he was like, finally sleep. I'm like, damn, dude,
I'm like, yo,
what?
this is dark, bro. Like, what's wrong with this guy? This man need counseling. Uh,
So what we at now? The penguin part. What happened after the
s-
penguins? They went
uh,
to
so yeah, Mario and Luigi, they go through, the green tube and everything like that. They get separated. So Luigi
Yeah,
drops in um Bowser's territory. What's his land called? What's that place called again?
the dark
they call it the Badlands or something, the
Yeah.
Darklands, something
So
like that.
Luigi ends up there, and Mario ends up in Mushroom Kingdom. So Luigi, they kind of made Luigi I feel like he kind of made him like a bitch victim a little bit.
Well, they were
And
supposed to, because doesn't he have like the Luigi's Mansion? Like he's supposed to be the scaredy cat.
yeah, and that's why I like where they put him because it
Hmm.
reminded me of Luigi's Mansion because he
Yeah,
got
it
captured
did.
It
by
was
the
on
It gave
purpose,
me
yeah.
Luigi Mansion vibes. Even the music, like the music they started playing and shit, like yeah, that was pretty good.
And
yeah
cool enough, them little bonehead enemies.
Yeah,
the shy
Look,
guys and stuff. Yeah,
look. I'm a grown man. I'm a man first. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. I ain't gonna lie. Like that made me believe. Like, oh, okay, shit. Yeah, that's kind of the way they was crawling like zombies when they
the
actually started
lighting was
grabbing them,
right. Yeah.
bro.
Uh-huh.
And when there was one part when they was about to pull him in the lava, and one of
Hmm.
them niggas grabbed his face.
Hmm.
Little shit like that, like even in real scary movies, that brisk 3 or 4 seconds of you see the character give up almost, where it's like, and they like grab that. I just got goosebumps because I've seen it in video games and movies where it's just like, I feel it. Like I can feel my hair on the back of my neck stand up.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed that they got that out of me for that like quick 5 seconds when they almost pulled him into the lava. Fire.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to go see this movie again.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it because if you really think about it, they made Luigi into Peach's character. He's
Yeah.
the damsel in distress in this movie.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
they don't the anti-woke brigade don't like that at all. So, um, yeah, so and I just really like what they did with that just the scenery and how it looked, Luigi being in this just very dark place, like very much opposite. You got to see the polar opposites, imagery of where Mario went and where Luigi went. There was even a scene where Bowser, um, he like did a like he breathed fire on one of the Koopa Troopers and he turned into a dry bones. So
Yeah,
it's
that
Oh
was
like,
fun.
yeah, and then the
yeah,
dude beside him was like, "You deserve that. What you want?" Like he
yeah,
like had a reaction like, "Yeah, you asked for that."
yeah.
What were the dudes in the hoodies? I'm not big on the Mario games. Is that what you call the shy
The one
guys
with
with
the
the little red
magic.
hoodies?
Oh no, yeah, the small dudes. Those are shy guys. I think they're called in the real
Okay, okay,
short
okay.
ones.
Talking about with the masks on, the white masks.
Yeah,
That scene was
yeah,
hilarious when he got in the mansion in a thunder shock, and there was already like 20 of them just staring at him like, "What are you doing here?" and wrap that
yeah,
nigga up.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
crazy.
fire.
All right, so Mario lands in the Mushroom Kingdom, runs into Toad, who I didn't realize this, but he was voiced, yeah, as we said before, he's voiced by Key from Key and Peele. Um,
Wait, who? Who was before the Key and Peele?
the
So
Toad, that's Key from Key and
Really?
Peele.
I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't tell that was him. He's clearly
I
changing
went
his
in this
voice.
movie blind, bro.
only
I don't
reason
know
I knew
who.
because of the trailer. I saw they said his name or some shit.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So yeah, Toad is a cool character, little hyperactive dude, showing Mario the ropes, like it and like I said, like when this scene, they didn't spend too much time. They established, Toad and, and he needs to guide Mario through, to
Hmm.
the princess. Let's get him to the princess and all that stuff. So he's cool. And then um so they get him to Mushroom Kingdom and everything like that. And he meets Princess Peach, and I think they get to like this training, just this training scenario, which Wonton mentioned earlier, and I'm glad they made it that way because it's like, yeah, He doesn't know how to do any of this stuff. He doesn't understand any of this stuff. They all know about power-ups. They know how power-ups work, and
Yeah.
they're trying to show him the works. And I like that they acknowledge it like they're pickups, like they're power-ups. That's literally what they refer to it as.
And
You
that's what I'm
know?
saying on WWE. They made it effortless. Like it's a it's a video game movie, bro. Like, what do you want us to do? It just
Mhm.
makes sense. That's just what it is. We got power ups. And no lie, Mario was still trash. It took him eating the mushrooms to even jump high. Like it
Mhm.
takes that to even get to that point. So the training montage was. I walked away from being like, nigga, you still trash. You can't do nothing
Yeah.
without a mushroom. But I get it. In the world, he needs, he needs to acquiesce. But I like that. She was just like, nah, it gives us like special abilities and shit like that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And even remember when he threw up and that lost his life, like that was a funny segment. Everything
Mhm.
he did, just a do 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 do, all of that was fire.
Everything. Yeah. And like even when he got powers throughout the movie, he would lose them. So it
Yeah.
is he didn't rely on them, one thing throughout the whole movie. He was constantly losing his powers,
hmm
so he's not like overpowered all the time, nothing like that. Um Peach.
We was
So
on the
when
we was on the Toad part. We was on the Toad part. I wanted to mention
yeah.
what was y'all's favorite Toad moment? Because for me, it was when he started cooking and was like, "Go, go, go!" So what do we get? What are we having, guys? When he was trying to cook for him and
Mhm.
when he distracted the guards, that was probably my favorite Toad part in that whole movie.
That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, I think
I
that
thought
was
that was
good.
hilarious.
That was pretty good.
Does he have a frying pan in the game?
Not particularly. I mean,
Because
they
I was
just
gonna say, like, what? Why does he have a frying? I was like, maybe this is like a callback to something I'm not privy to. I was like, what's with the pan? But
I don't think it's
That scene when they were building their carts, and he had
Mhm.
that big ass Hummer, and everybody else was in
oh,
others.
bro, yeah, we ain't got to that point.
Yeah.
I got something to say about
But no,
that.
to me that's the best part of the movie. We're about to get there. So when Peach talks to, about Mario and to him, she refers to him as human. Does she not consider herself human? Cuz she
Oh,
talks
she
like
does.
she's not.
No, she said
Well,
that. Oh, go ahead, Wanda.
yeah, if you remember, Mario says like, maybe you're from my world. Like
Mhm.
all she knows is that she showed up one day,
Yeah.
but Mario was the one that said, maybe you're from my world. Like it seems like they hinting at that. If they do another like a sequel, my guess is they'll probably try to find out where she's from or some shit.
And she recognized that she was a human or like him.
Mhm.
She just said that, well, I don't know where you came from. I don't know where I came from. So she was just like, I could be from any world. For her, she doesn't have a grasp of what real world is. So I
Right.
think that's what she was just getting at. Because she looked at the stars and was just like, well, it's a lot of galaxies out there.
Because
You
she's
know,
the only person of her kind in that realm.
right? And
So,
even then, when she saw him, she was like, why are you so tiny? Like, so she
yeah.
still probably feels like, I don't know. Yeah, we got the same textures, nigga, but I don't know. I might be
Yeah,
from somewhere
I,
else.
I think she sees herself as like more like one of the toads than anything else, and she was like raised by them and grew up with them.
Now, this is my question. What maybe this will be in the second movie. Did they ever really touch on why the hell there was a big ass green pipe located in the bottom of Brooklyn? Like, is that gonna be in movie two? Or because
Yeah.
they're not, because when they said that, oh, maybe you're from my world, I was like, wait, there is a big abandoned pipe. Like, so I don't know if they would because it's not that deep, but I wonder if they're gonna try to attempt to give a reason why this world exists. Cause that was random. Like, I get it, it's a big ass pipe under all this like
Mhm.
secret wall and shit like that. When him and Luigi found the pipe, pause. I was hoping that it was gonna be on some like who were the like builders of this shit, but I
Mhm.
didn't want to expect too much from the first movie.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna explain all that. I just figured like, oh, it's a gate. It's one of those gateways to another realm that just happens to
Yeah.
be there, I guess. All right, so next, what happens? So that they do the training and everything like that. He's learning about the pickups. Uh, so they need to go get an army, right? That's what happens next. I think. I
Oh,
hope
the
I'm not skipping
Kong.
anything. Yeah, from the thing to
Yeah,
get.
she was saying I'm gonna go to the Kong Kingdom, and they was like, oh, they're not gonna help you or whatever.
Mhm.
So she had to go win
Yeah.
their favor.
Yeah. Okay. So she goes to Kong Kingdom, I guess. Where all the Kongs are. This was definitely like just my favorite part of the movie. They go there. You get to see all the different. You get to see Cranky Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong was there. They didn't talk. They just had a little cameo, but Diddy and Dixie Kong were there. I hope they have a bigger role in the next movie. I think they were, because like Diddy Kong is one of my favorite, Nintendo characters. Um,
Mhm.
and Cranky Kong. If I didn't say him, um, what's the Kong that wears the glasses, the cool one? He wasn't in that, right? I don't think we saw him. I don't
No,
remember.
I don't. I'm not familiar at all with the
I don't.
characters.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I
Who
don't
You talking
think.
voiced?
about the one, the one that wears sunglasses?
Yeah,
I thought that was. I know
somebody in the
Diddy
chat
wears
knows.
the hat, don't he?
Yeah, Diddy wears the hat
And the little
backwards.
striped shirt.
Yeah,
Who voiced?
Oh, I
Who
see who
voiced?
you're talking about. I don't know his
Who
name. But
voiced the
what's his name?
dad?
Funky Kong. That's what it is. I don't think he was in there. Oh, I saw it in the casting. Let me see. It's not Fred Armisen plays
Let me
Cranky
look.
Kong. I don't know who that is. I don't know who.
I'm not gonna lie. If we had to
Oh,
rank,
he's here, BG. He was like a little cameo here. I'll post it.
Oh, he was there. Oh, okay.
oh,
Look
and
at
that's
that.
crazy. I like Fred. He was on
Oh, he was there.
Portlandia.
Oh, he was in the back.
Oh, I think I do see him.
Yeah, he was in the
Um.
background. Okay.
Oh, Fred. Yeah, I fuck with this dude. He's on Portlandia. That's so
Yeah.
sad because I was
Yeah,
gonna say
Fred
if we had to
Armisen.
rank,
Yeah.
I was gonna say if we had to rank it, his voice performance was my least favorite. I didn't like any of the lines he delivered, and I don't know why. Every time he talked, I was just like,
It's not how
I
I
don't.
expected Cranky Kong to talk.
Yeah,
Like from playing the
yeah.
games, I did not expect Cranky Kong to sound like
See,
that.
for me, I don't know him from the games. I'm just looking at the character. Like he's older, he's kind
Yeah.
of loose. He's like, whatever, I don't give a fuck, whatever. That voice just didn't match the
Mhm.
character for me, and I don't know why.
I
Um,
I wanted
and
a
I
more
walked away feeling that way.
elderly, a little more elderly, just aged voice, I guess.
Maybe,
Yeah.
because I sure walked out the movie. I was just like, yeah, I didn't like that dude, but dang, I fuck with Fred too.
Yeah. So they go talk to Cranky Kong to get his support, and he says that they have to defeat Donkey Kong in
Hmm.
order to help, right? So him and Mario fight, and Mario getting his ass whooped. Because Donkey Kong is that dude. He's that guy. He's him, and he's just playing around with him. Voiced by Seth Rogen. See, and Seth Rogen's voice is, I don't know, I don't think he's very, because his voice is very distinct. He can't change it that much.
Did it enough for this role because I usually
Yeah,
hate Seth Rogen's voice. I hate that
I don't. I
raspy.
like his
I'm
voice better.
not gonna clear my throat. Bro,
Yeah.
you don't get tired of that. Like that's every movie.
He changed it.
Every
He changed it enough for this one though, a little bit. I don't know what exactly
You
that's what I'm
know
what
saying.
he
what it
Yeah,
did.
is?
Yeah, yeah.
he did something for me to enjoy. Because usually I literally eye roll. Anytime I see him, I'm just like, here you go with this like frat boy throaty scream. I don't want to hear it, bro.
The thing about Seth Rogen, he's one of those actors where if it's like a voice role, he's hired because of his voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They don't want or expect him to like change how he talks. They want his voice. That's the same reason they had him. They made him Pumbaa in the Lion King movie that came out.
Mm.
and the thing
But
is,
Yeah.
Seth
I thought he
Rogen,
did good. I thought he did good as Donkey Kong.
like all of his roles, because I love The Interview. It was so dumb. It was like our modern day like slapstick scary movie almost, where it's just like they know it's dumb, but we gonna have fun with it. He's funny. Like he's funny to watch on screen. It's just that
Mhm.
voice. But I liked.
Yeah.
I think he did well for Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I didn't really imagine. I don't know why I get like in like Donkey Kong in video games, I get more of a serious character. I don't know. I get that impression. Like not
Mhm.
necessarily the goofy character that we got in the movie, but I'm fine with that Donkey Kong. You know, this
Yeah,
goofiness who will
I
still
liked
like
it.
beat you up and like, you know. I
I
Yeah.
think
liked
it
it.
makes sense. You got a big ass gorilla with with a tie on. I thought
Yeah.
it made sense. I'm like, why the fuck do you have a tie on?
Yeah.
I thought it made sense. Yeah, he
Is
seemed like the I'm immature, but I'm that DK donkey that was in the crowd.
yeah.
Yeah.
My sister was singing that for the rest. Now keep in mind, my sister like in ninth grade. She is singing this for the rest of the movie. Nigga, I almost leaned over and said, "I'm about to pile drive you." Like
Mhm.
we was on like 20 minutes. We was on the final fight scene. I hear DK Donkey Kong. I'm like, Lord, shut up! Like you still
Yeah.
singing this little song, but
So
I was like, God dang.
small detour, small tangent, because I'm not sure. I can't remember at which points of the movie this happened, but Bowser singing these songs about Peach.
Peaches, yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he's because he wants to bag Peach, he wants to marry her, and I like that they Like, I don't know if in the game, did they ever in these games, did they ever establish that Bowser was actually capturing Peach because he wanted to bag? He
I
wanted
want
to.
to say it was in Mario Odyssey, BG. It was one of the Mario games. 'Cause I remember watching a cutscene or a video where he had on that suit, that tuxedo.
Mhm.
I could be wrong. Somebody in the chat can correct me, but I feel like one of the games it was where he wanted to marry her.
Because I know we always made jokes like, bro, he capturing this chick all the time. There's got to be something going on, bro.
Yeah, he
Like,
said in the chat, Odyssey.
okay, Odyssey, okay. Because yeah, we always make jokes about it, but I don't know if it was, and I never beat Odyssey. I don't know if it was
I
like
do.
ever confirmed. But those
I do have beef.
music those songs are funny.
I got beef with those songs.
Why?
Because I don't like what they're trying to do with it. How the
What do you
fuck
mean?
is Peaches? How the fuck is Peaches nominated for it? I don't like that. I don't like
Well,
that.
no.
They
So
trying to
it's
strong arm some recognition. I don't like
well,
that.
this is the thing. So as of right now, it's not nominated. It's eligible to
No,
be nominated. That don't mean it
no,
will
that's what I'm
be.
saying. No, I'm just saying I know what they want to do. I know what they
Yeah,
want to do. They gave Jack Black a music video from fucking Cole Bennett.
yeah, I saw that.
They're trying to push this. I don't like that. It was cool. It was funny, but don't do it because, like I said, of course, Nintendo is the one nigga to make a movie, go crazy, get a song, Jack Black, Cole Bennett video, and we go get an Oscar for it. That's how much we coming out with this first movie. I don't like that. The song was cool. It was funny.
I see what
Come
you're
on
saying.
now.
I see what you're saying.
That song is on the level of Baby Shark to me. It was funny. Don't be sitting there trying to. I don't like that because that's fake.
I ain't gonna lie though. Don't be surprised if it win that Oscar.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it will because like anything else, they treat Nintendo with baby gloves. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like anyway, that was my while I was watching it in my mind, I was like, they're gonna try to force this to be like the song. I already see it.
The thing I thought was funny, a lot of people didn't realize that Jack Black actually makes music. Like he's been in a band for like the past 20 plus years.
We knew that
There's
when
some
that nigga
people
was
that
in
didn't even know that.
School of Rock. He was in School of Rock.
Yeah, that too. But he has
he
an
was
actual
not
like real life band that makes albums and tours and shit. They got their own movie.
I'll tell you what, y'all think Jack Black get the recognition? Well, of course he's not overrated or underrated. Or do y'all think he's underrated? That's the question I'm asking.
As an actor, yes, I do actually think he is.
Because I feel the
He's
last.
really good.
I don't know. I
Go
just
ahead,
figured I just thought he was accurately rated. I don't know if people underrate him or overrate him. I don't know if they do either. I'm not sure.
I feel like because the last movie I saw Jack Black in was in the Jumanji. Was that what it was?
Yeah, he was in Jumanji.
Where he was acting like a girl. Was that Jumanji 2 or Jumanji 1?
Yeah.
He was in Jumanji.
you're
I
right.
thought
Anyway.
that was one of the
Nah,
Godzilla
it was The Rock.
or King Kong
He was
movies.
in there with.
I'm just saying this is the last movie I saw. This last movie I
yeah,
saw.
he was in
No,
there
he
with The
he
Rock
was in
and,
King Kong, right? No, was he in King Kong?
He was in King Kong, I think. Yeah, one of those King Kong movies.
Another bro. Jack Black got some roles where this, in my mind, this nigga is on the goated list. Nacho Libre.
That's what I'm
I know
saying. Like,
fam, he got some roles where I'm just like, I feel like when people see Jack Black, they're just like, oh, okay, funny fat white guy. But I'm like,
kinda.
I think Jack Black fire. Like, I really like Jack Black.
Yeah, as a creative, yeah.
That nigga was eating up when I was a kid in those movies. But anyway,
yeah. Okay, so Mario and Donkey Kong fight. Mario getting washed, of course, and Donkey Kong just playing with him. And then Mario gets a power up, right? Oh, he gets the cat suit.
yeah.
Right?
fire.
That makes him like faster, he all over the place. He scratching my man's up, doing the scratch attack.
BG, I see that little puss in the background. I got a question since you're a cat owner. Did you see that when he beat Kong, he started making biscuits on him? I don't even think people saw that in the crowd.
It was
Oh.
I seen it. I noticed.
When I saw that, I was like, yeah, they paying attention. I like that. Them little small details is fire. He
That's
beat
funny. I
him.
didn't even catch that.
He was just making biscuits on him. I'm like, let's fucking go. That's fire.
Yeah, cat owners definitely recognize that. So yeah, that's how they get, agree. They get Cranky to agree to get the Kong army to help out. And then what happens? And okay, so
I got something to say about that final fight scene too. I'm not gonna say it for this Kong fight because we didn't see it, but I got something to say about that.
So they get all their carts ready. right? And this is
Yeah.
like I love this part because and this movie has a lot of like of course references to the Mario world, a lot of fan service, a lot of stuff like like you pointing like and then when they're making their carts, those were actual like accessories, wheels and stuff and gliders from the Mario
Fire,
game, the
fire.
Mario Kart games. I was like, yo, I use that wheel, bro. That's my
Mhm.
wheel. So I was like, oh, that's fire. And then they start driving. They even get on Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road is some
Heat.
of the worst levels in Mario Kart. By the way, I hate all
But
Rainbow
one of,
Roads.
if not the most iconic track in racing history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I can say that.
and I love that too. Like I said, I don't play the games like that, but I know I can just know the cover of a Mario game, and I felt comfortable to get the references in this
Mhm.
movie. I don't play Nintendo, but I felt like I got every single reference. Like they made it obvious enough to where it flowed well. It wasn't like, hey, you remember this? Remember this game? Hey, remember
Mhm.
this outfit? Hey, remember this? I was like, it was nice. It was well paletted throughout the movie.
yeah.
I will say this: that car creation scene was probably one of the best scenes in the movie. Like when he did this, when he turned around, when he turned around, was like, and was like controlling. I laughed so hard, bro.
Oh,
That scene was hilarious.
and he was drift boosting. When he started to drift boost, I was like, nah,
Yeah,
y'all put the
yes,
drift boost
bro.
in there? Cause see that's something that's in all these, Mario Kart games, but like to put it in a
Mhm.
movie where he drift and he gets the boost and start, come on, dog. I was like, okay,
I,
y'all
I
lit.
I even like it because I know niggas used to cheat on the laps. He literally just jumped on the track. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna just skip ahead on the track or whatever when he jumped off.
Yeah,
Um, all of that was heat. All of that was heat. Even
yeah.
when the blue shell in the truck was like, well, I'm a blue shell, nigga. He balled himself up and threw him because he had like the little
Mhm.
wings or whatever.
Yeah. And,
Heat.
and and me and my wife, my wife plays Mario. She loves Mario Kart. So she understood
Mhm.
all the Mario Kart stuff. She understood all of that. Like the blue shell. And she was like, oh yeah, that's going for the nigga in front. It's
Oh
about
yeah,
to
they had
go
all the
for him.
shells too. Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
That was
The
fire.
gravity wheels. They had
The banana. Yeah.
oh, I even liked it when they had the what Mario Kart was it when you have two people in your car?
Double dash. Or as Bond
I
calls it,
guess. But I liked
double
it even
dick
there because I've
rider.
seen is that what?
That's what Bond
That's my
calls
first
it.
time. I
You
just thought
never
he was
heard
horny.
Bond
I didn't
say
know
that?
I know, but I thought he was
Uh,
horny. I didn't know he was saying that was a game.
Yeah,
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 that's what he
double
Like
dash.
calls it.
Cocksteady, I get that, but I
Double
double dick
dash
like
is my favorite Mario Kart, by the way. That's my favorite.
but didn't y'all when he hopped on the back of Kong's cart, I was like, oh, this is like when they be helping each other with the power ups.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like little stuff like that. I was like, this is heat, and that's another example where they're just effortlessly putting stuff like y'all know what y'all
Yeah.
looking at type stuff. Well
Yep.
done, well done.
Yep. So they doing battle with the Koopas and stuff like that.
Oh, we're missing
In this,
something.
I f-
We haven't even touched on our opinions on Luigi and Bowser's interaction.
oh,
When
that's
he
why when
when,
he
when he
captured
had his
him.
mustache, when he
hmm
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
was it just
I
like
think
another scene for y'all? Like I thought that shit was hilarious.
It was cool. It was good. I mean,
yeah, when he
I
pulled
like,
his
yeah,
mustache. Yeah,
yeah.
Cause that whole segment, we see them they just keep adding more niggas to the jail, to the prison, the penguins in
hmm
there, all of that. I thought that was heat. That whole interaction.
yeah. He's pretty much
I'm gonna lie, bro.
interrogating him.
I actually really like Luigi. I wish we got to see more of him in the movie, but this movie made so much money. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a sequel. He's gonna be
Oh
all up
yeah,
in it. So
absolutely. They,
Damn.
yeah. I thought they were gonna like waste Luigi a little bit, but towards the end, he got a little bit redemption.
He he
That I was
pulls
yeah,
up.
happy about. Yeah.
He and for those in the chat that have a mustache, you know that one singular hair will bring a tear to your eye.
yeah,
Like
bro.
Oh
when
yeah.
he
Yeah, bro.
grabbed in my seat, I went, oh,
That's
cause
too much.
Bro, even my beard. When my beard, bro,
fam,
that shit
I've had
hurts.
nigga, I've had my girl do that before. She just like, I'm like, goddamn, like, come on now.
Yeah,
Like, like that shit, he grabbed a fistful of this nigga hair and went, I
To
was like,
me, mustache hurts way more than the beard.
yes.
You could pull parts of my beard, like like mustache
Nigga,
hurts way more, bro.
even when you getting a haircut, I've had a nigga line me up with a razor. Just
Mhm.
getting that one tiny hair when that shit hurts, bro. Like
Yeah,
all of that. I'm like, nah, they went crazy with that.
yeah, that was a little too
And
much.
to this point in the movie, did y'all feel like it was lacking at all? Did y'all feel like I didn't like that? Because for me, I was going this whole movie like I have no complaints. Like niggas thought it was crazy when I said 10 out of 10. I literally there's nothing I can say about this movie that I feel like they should have done. And we are already at the Kart. We're like in the 75% of this movie at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, this whole time we've been talking, I can't think of one thing that I didn't like besides the Peaches song. And that's just because I know what they're going to try to do outside the movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't really have. The only complaint I have is not even really a big complaint. It's just I wanted more Luigi, and that's only because, like, growing up, I was a Luigi fan. Like, you know how when you play the games and you could choose to play as Mario or Luigi, I always picked Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, the movie was good. I don't really have no complaints.
I wonder if, like, in the second movie, if they're gonna like establish, or if it even matters that because Mario and Luigi, like, their skills are kind of different. Like, I think what is it? Luigi is able to jump higher than Mario. I think that's what it is. Luigi's supposed to be able to jump higher than Mario. Mario is,
That's
and
how
I think,
that's how I remember playing the games. Like you would just jump higher
yeah,
because he's
I know.
taller.
Yeah, I know that's how it is in Smash Bros, and that's how it is in, I think, a few of the 3D or 2D games.
Yeah.
But like Mario had like better traction, or it was something like that. But they had, okay, Luigi is faster and jumps higher. Luigi is more floaty, but he slides. Yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know if
Okay.
that matters in a movie, or maybe they can make that manifest in a movie, just give them different traits. Maybe we'll see.
I mean, I felt like is he faster? Because in the movie, Mario was getting up on that nigga. Like and even when they was in Brooklyn and they was parkouring, I know he had the
What are you
tool
talking about? The
belt.
games? In the games,
Oh, okay,
Luigi's
okay, okay,
fast.
okay.
Yeah. So that all right, so the cart part is happening. That's whole scene is fire. They racing, they doing battle and all that. And then the part of the bridge breaks apart, right? I think it's
Yeah.
from the
Oh, the
blue
Rainbow Road.
shell. Yeah,
Yeah.
part of the rainbow road breaks apart. I think it's from the blue shell, and Donkey Kong and Mario. I like all the time that they gave Donkey Kong and Mario together. Just Donkey Kong on
Hmm.
screen in general. I like all the time they gave him. I hate when, like, for example, in other movies, um like, it would have been horrible if they went to Kong, right? And you saw Donkey Kong. All right, we moving on now, right? And Donkey Kong was just for that part of the movie. I hate when movies do that type of thing. But no, they were there
Yeah.
for the entire the entire time. Um,
I liked how they was riding with him. They was like, all right, fuck it, we
yeah,
going to war then. They had all the Kongs. I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
this shit heat.
yeah.
I even like when he messed with Mario, talking about like, is this flirting? Oh my god! I started like making
Oh,
fun
he
of
was
him.
roasting
I
him.
thought that was yes, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, because they were like they were frenemies the whole time. Like, I'm
Yeah,
a
he
roast.
was
We
like,
cool, but I'm a roast you. You know what I'm saying? So
oh, I get this is the next scene actually. When they fall into the water, what was that fish? Is that like iconic fish or something
what was?
that's in the game?
Oh, I didn't
Like a
recognize that
whale
giant.
or
I didn't
Somebody
recognize
said
that
it's the
as.
eel from Mario 64.
I don't
okay.
recognize it from one of the games. Okay, I guess I didn't recognize it. Um, from Mario 64. I don't remember it for some reason.
I went to go pee when they was no wait,
You a
no I didn't.
grown
I
you
was
a
about to
grown man peeing in the middle of a movie, dog. You grown?
I hold up. I was gonna say I was about to go pee, but I actually do remember that whole scene. Once they fell in there and they were just looking at each other and they was arguing like, "My dad, imagine your dad thinking you're not good enough or whatever." But I actually did see that whole scene. Never mind. I had to go pee. I know at that point I was like, maybe this is a good chance to go pee, but nah, I did see all that.
So okay, so they escape from. They used one of his rocket propellers that was on Donkey Kong's cart. And by the way,
Yeah,
Toad, like, everybody pulled up on their cart. Like, Peach had the motorcycle, Mario Kart, and Mario had his little cart, and then Toad pulled up on the double decker, big
dually
ass.
truck. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, my
he
man, he wasn't playing.
told that
Um,
nigga, bro.
yeah. So okay, so after they escape from they fall into the ocean or whatever, Peach and them are already captured, and everybody else is already captured, right?
At the wedding, yes.
And she agrees, because she agrees, as long as Bowser don't hurt nobody,
Yeah,
I'll marry you. Which kind of, that whole forced wedding theme in any movie, to me, it seems kind of weird. It even seems weird in a kids movie. Like, yeah, you gonna marry me now? I don't know. I don't know why I
I,
look at that as mad weird,
I'm not gonna
especially
lie. I
since
thought
he's
that
a
was
turtle.
I thought it was dark as well when he said, "I'm gonna kill all of them and sacrifice for your honor." I was like, "God damn!" Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Um, it always I don't know why it always bothers me. Like Bowser, he's a turtle dragon turtle. Like
Yeah.
how, I actually don't know Bowser's origin. Okay, like is there an explanation as to how he became this, or this is just him? This is just their species. This is how they are. He's just a turtle that breathes fire, kind of like a dragon hybrid.
Maybe we'll get that in the if they make a well, they gonna make a second movie for the amount of money they just made, but maybe in the second movie.
Chat,
Because I
is
mean,
this ever explained in the game? I don't know.
I
Yeah, because
will
I
say
don't know.
this. It could be as quick as a flashback. I know y'all hate flashbacks from The Last of Us, but just, relax.
I love them.
When Mario and Luigi were kids, that little
Oh yeah.
2-minute flashback, you immediately saw, okay, so this is showing that since y'all were kids, Mario had to step in, save
Mhm.
you, and you kind of had to just rely on your older brother. Wait, is Luigi older or younger?
Luigi's
Old.
younger.
Oh,
Young.
he is okay.
I don't know, but I do know
I
that
think
it
because
could be
in the movie he said my little brother when he was looking for him.
they even did a flashback for Peach. Didn't they literally show her like coming
Yes.
through the portal?
That was a way to show, like, because the baby,
Yeah,
or they're in the game, like baby Luigi, baby Mario, and Peach. They're also in the
yeah.
game, so that was a way of doing that.
And
Um,
so it might be something if they make another movie, they might just show Bowser on some, I don't know, being a cracking in a random egg or something and popping it out and just like on some bully shit, at the bottom of a volcano. I don't know.
Tyrone said there's a surviving Bowser series coming soon.
Oh God,
Dark.
he trying to get us strike down again.
Oh, Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is one of my favorite. He's who I use in Mario Kart, so that would be fire if he's in the next movie. Um, or I don't know if the second movie is. How many of these could you see them making? Like,
They could definitely get a trilogy and spin-offs out of this easily. Donkey Kong
The
spin-off. There's a lot they could do.
There's a lot of games. Honestly, bro, think about it. They could do a Olympics movie.
They
They
could.
a
The
could.
lot
only
of
problem is
spin-offs.
I don't think they'll be able to get Sonic.
Nigga, the amount of money this made, you think they wouldn't?
I
If
don't know.
anything,
It would be fire, bro. If they had a
the
fucking
only
Sonic
hard
movie, that'd
part,
be heat.
well, it wouldn't even be hard. It would just to make sure the animation of Sonic doesn't clash with the roundness of the Mario characters.
Yeah,
Um, they could
that would be
do
fire.
a whole movie about the karting, or maybe they can have like a journey to find Peach's origin, or maybe they could.
Yo, what did they did
I'm
a
not familiar.
There's
was
a
they did a
lot of
Smash?
Nintendo characters.
If they did a Smash Brothers movie, now
Oh,
that would be like,
like a Mortal Kombat tournament where it's like
yeah, that would
the
be
next
crazy.
big
Mm.
baddie, or
That
maybe
would be crazy.
Bowser has something and he's like, you got to fight in my tournament, and now they have a whole
And they would have
like,
all the characters in it. Oh, that'd be
yeah,
fire.
It,
that
That
would
would be
be
it'll
fire.
heat.
could literally be like the Dragon Ball Z tournaments, except they could.
I'm a, and I bet you if they did this the same way we said John Wick switched to the Eagle Eye video game room.
Mhm.
What if when Mario, if they do it, they have like a character select kind of thing where it's like they're moving the people and it's like they walk up, they walk away, somebody choose shit like that. That would be heat. Like the character select,
Yeah.
that would be heat. That would be heat.
And some of the Smash games actually have a story. Like I know the last one, Ultimate has a story that they could adapt to. So.
And they did that in this Mario movie when he was parkouring through Brooklyn. There was a few times where he was parkouring and it just showed the side by
Yeah,
side.
the side scroller.
When him and Donkey Kong were fighting, it showed the side by side every now and then. But
Yeah.
heat.
All right, so now we at the wedding, the red wedding. See what I did there?
Look at dude.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm on it. I'm that guy. So we at the wedding, and man, what is so they Mario and Donkey Kong crash this, and he's and they're lowering all the prisoners into the
Mhm.
into the lava and everything like that. Y'all gotta remind me what exactly takes place here, because I was so like enamored by it, like just watching everything. I like feel like it happened so fast.
You like Peaches? No. Essentially, Kong comes out. Long story short, she get that frozen thing. She freezes niggas, but they
Right.
overpowering her. She freezes
Mhm.
the cogs. Kong runs up and catches the wheel just in time before it lowers Luigi into the fire. Like he was in the top of his cage trying not to die. Mario swoops in because he had the flying. Wait, didn't he have the?
What power up did he get?
I thought he had the squirrel. No. He had the tail, right? He wasn't a cat anymore. He was actually like flying
No.
around. He did. He had the tail. He was flying around. He literally had to fly down there and get Luigi, from what I remember.
Then yeah, it was this.
Oh yeah,
the
he saved
squirrel
him.
there.
Yeah, I remember you talking about.
Yeah, because then they were like flying around and stuff. Because that's when they hit. Didn't they get like shot out? Oh, the bullet. Remember, because the bullet was chasing him, so he was flying.
Oh yeah, the Bullet Bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was funny too. Long story short, they come in, save the day.
Because
I think
because Bowser launched the Bullet Bill to the Mushroom Kingdom to destroy that
Right.
land, and then Mario chases it, and
they
that's
tried
how it
to
works.
stop it.
Yeah, that's how, funny enough, that's how it works in the games too. I think once a Bullet Bill starts to chase you, it doesn't stop
Over with.
until
Yeah.
it blows up or something like that. So that's another thing,
And
from the game, I think.
the crazy part is the only way that he got him to get off course was by like blowing in his eye or
He
like
hit him in the eye, yeah.
I've never
Oh
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Is that a thing in the games? I've never seen their eyes interact, or you can't do anything to bullet. Like you just got to jump on top of them and go around, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's like a
As far
weakness
as
you
I
can
know, yeah.
actually exploit in the game or anything like that, because
And I'm
it's not like you could do targeting in Mario games, and as
and
far
I
as
was
I
like,
know, you
how did
just
he
hit
like
them.
he?
Yeah.
And I know it's a movie, but even he's like, "You're gonna make me do it." I'm like, "Nigga, do what? Fart?" And then he blew in his eye. I'm like, I was like, "How did he know to do that?" But it's a
Yeah.
movie, so
Yeah, I as far as I know, that's never been like a weak point of a Bullet Bill. And I always looked at their eyes as like, I don't know, like not actual eyes, it's just like paint or something like that.
Wonton, what was a better fight scene? Chase scene. This with the bullet or in the Top Gun when Tom Cruise shot the free aim missiles into that motherfucker?
The bullet easily.
Okay. For me, this scene was cool. Throughout this whole fight scene, to me, it was par for the course. Animation movie, the big bad fight scene, XYZ.
Mhm.
All of that was cool. That was expected. I don't want to skip too far ahead, but the one thing that stuck out to me, this is the first time that I've ever seen Mario visually damaged. This nigga, I thought his arm was broken. It looked like he was like holding his arm like this.
Oh
He
yeah,
had
he was
bruises
hurt.
on his face.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen Nintendo show actual damage on the
To their own
character of Mario.
characters.
I've never seen, or maybe characters in general. I've never seen a cut, blood, bruise. This nigga was like actually swollen up from getting beat up, and I was like, wow, I didn't think they would do that
Me either.
from Nintendo. You feel me? Like any other movie, of
Yeah.
course, violence is damage, but I did not
A,
expect that.
a
I
lot
actually
of
like,
companies don't like their characters displaying any type of damage
yeah,
or even getting beat up too much. They don't
and
like any of that.
that's more than characters. They do that in cars. There's
Yeah.
been video games there's been racing games where the
The-
damage is so minimal because,
Yeah.
or the customization is so minimal because this is our statement piece, so you can't really do too much.
Yeah, even The Rock.
Um,
They said The Rock, The Rock has like stupid clauses in his contract saying he can't be punched too much. Even though he's not taking an actual punch, they're saying whatever character he plays in his movies can't be hit too
Mm.
much, can't be punched too much, can't get beat up too much.
Wow, I
Like,
didn't know that.
yeah, that's one of the things people complain about The Rock. I don't like, they always say that those clauses exist. I don't know if it's 100% true, but it seems to be true.
So he can't get beat up, but he can pull down a helicopter with a chain, and while he attached to a truck, and come on, bro, and whiplash that bit. Come on, bro. Come on, Rock. Come on, Dwayne.
Yeah. Okay, so after that fight, they get to Brooklyn. The fight, transitions over to Brooklyn. Everybody is there now. And I think long story short, so like Luigi and Mario Luigi, one of them is hiding. Is it Luigi who's hiding? And like Mario, yeah, and Mario's like fighting Bowser, and then Mario sees his own sees that he sees his own commercial. I like when movies do like, tie things in that they put at the beginning of the movie, and it ties to the end. And he sees his own commercial, and his own commercial says, you have to save, we're saving Brooklyn. And
Yeah.
that's where he gets the inspiration from and knows that he's got to fight. So
Mhm.
he's fighting Bowser. Bowser, does this like flame attack, and like Luigi, has his moment. He pops out with the what is it? The sewer lid, and he blocks that
Mhm.
attack. And the superstar is out there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They both are able to grab the superstar, go into star mode or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that was heat. Was that
And
satisfying to
you heard
you?
the music too. The music came on.
Yeah. That was like when Sonic went supersonic mode in the Sonic movie in Sonic 2. That joint was fine. Sonic going supersonic in 2 was better than this in my opinion. Both were great,
Yeah, yeah.
but supersonic is a whole nother level,
I
you
will say,
know.
since we talk about like complaints, that is one other complaint I did have actually was that that last fight felt kind of anticlimactic, but it wasn't a big deal to me. It was still good.
And that's why I was asking y'all. It was kind of quick.
Yeah, it was really quick.
It was quick.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Uh, it was good. I liked it.
I'm trying to think
They
if there's anything else I felt about the movie in
they
general.
they gave Bowser the same blue mushroom that Mario actually accidentally took earlier to accidentally shrink himself.
Mhm.
They gave that to Bowser, put him in a jar. Clearly, he's gonna be in the sequel. I don't know if he's gonna be the
Yeah.
main villain anymore, but he's still gonna be he might actually team up with them if there's a bigger threat. That could be what happens. Because who's another threat that they all could fight?
Wario, or is he even a villain? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
He's
So on
like an
Twitter they've
anti.
been talking about Wario being in the second one on Twitter. People want to see that.
Yeah, or I see. I don't understand the character of Waluigi. Right, that character is just very strange to me. That character seems to be. I hate that character. I hate how he looks. I hate what he is. Like, he's like, isn't he like an experiment gone wrong or something like that? Is he actually like their blood brother? What is he? Chat. Like, what is
I don't even know their
Waluigi?
backstory. Yeah.
Because I feel
Cause
like an experiment gone horribly wrong. Because that's what he even looks like.
mm,
I hate that character. But I do like
I wouldn't know.
I do like
Oh, King Boo. Yeah, King Boo could be that the ghost
yeah.
with the hat.
Oh, he was in the
Yeah.
movie. King Boo was in
Yeah, he was in the
he
crowd.
yeah, he was in the crowd. Um so
I ain't even seen him,
They
maybe.
got
honestly.
that. They got that. They got that bomb. They got to paint too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, who could be? Oh, damn, what's his name? I was thinking about this during the movie. Uh damn. The Donkey Kong villain. King K. Rool. I was thinking he could be
Oh
the
yeah.
I was
They could do
thinking
that.
maybe he could be the villain in the next one because
That would make
the,
sense.
because the Kong Kingdom helped them,
I
right?
about to say that's the people they have the most relationship with. If as viewers, those are who we would root for the most because they helped us the first movie.
Yeah.
If
That
it
makes
went to where
sense.
we
I can see
gotta,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Who else they said could be a villain? They said King Boo, Blue
They
Bowser.
said Cackletta. I don't know who's Cackletta.
I have no idea who Cackletta
Is that a
is.
is that a bat? No, I'm thinking of Sonic. What is a Calcutta?
She sound like a ghetto villain, Cackletta. Is that even
She's
a
hey,
she? King
sound
Bomb,
fire. Hold on.
the sword from Super Mario RPG. I don't know if that's iconic enough.
I wish
Bowser
I wish that
Jr.
I wish the after credit scene had like a black bond going, and then there's me. Then I would go see that second movie.
Yeah, maybe there's a they said okay, like Chris said, Bowser Jr. Maybe he saves Bowser, but wouldn't that be
I
very
looked up a
random?
list of
If
Mario villains.
wouldn't that be
I'm
very
gonna-
like kind of out of nowhere? Because like where's Bowser Jr. now? Like why wasn't he with Bowser
Okay.
to begin with? You know,
Um, it says who is the darkest Mario villain? It says the Dark Star, later known as Dark Bowser.
mm. Who I be like, I know Nintendo doesn't necessarily set up like the best lore for its characters, but I be like when I play Nintendo games, I just see new characters and I'm like, I don't know where a lot of these characters came from. Like I know of them and I see them in other games and I play with like Bowser Jr. I don't know the first game he showed up in. and I don't know his
Yeah.
like even if they set up an origin story for him. Like I just accepted it as like, okay, Bowser has a son. Okay, cool. I like him. He's a cool character. And then Bowser also has he also has like his little acolytes. I don't remember what they're called. Like one of them looked like Einstein and like
If
babe, what's that character you play with Mario in Mario Kart?
meh.
Yeah, the girl. What's
One
her
time,
name? You remember?
one time, you got pants on,
Start
right?
with a W. Yeah, I can't remember.
I got on shorts.
I put a list in the. If you want to read that off, BG.
Oh, I know
The
you're talking about
strongest.
B. You talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
He
It's
has
the
like
strongest Mario
4.
villains, right?
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah,
General,
them. Yeah, them. Yeah, yep, them.
yeah.
Wendy. Yeah. Wendy's one of them. I don't know these other names though.
It says Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig,
Yeah,
and they're called the Koopalings.
yeah, them. Let's see. Okay,
So
top.
that would make sense if it. That would make sense if it was King Boo because we've already seen like the haunted mansion. I could definitely see them going to Luigi's mansion for the second movie.
Okay, Cackletta is from Superstar Saga. King Boo is definitely one of them. Maybe that's just maybe that was okay. I don't remember if he actually had a crown on in that crowd because that could just be another Boo. I don't remember if he had a crown on or not. Count Bleck, Bowser Jr., uh, Fawful. Okay, uh,
They
Dim
got Calcutta now.
Dimentio. That's from Super Paper Mario.
Teleportation, invisibility, duplication.
Bowser X. Okay. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it
I'm not
doesn't have
gonna
to be
lie.
maybe it doesn't have to be about a specific Super Mario villain. Maybe it could be, a
Fam,
villain that's in the Nintendo world. Like I said, it
we
could be King K. Rool.
we saw King Boo at the wedding. Honestly, we might need to. They might have put some Easter eggs in it because think about it. It's Bowser. He's an evil dude. Who would come to his wedding? Other villains. It might have the other villains in the crowd.
I don't
If
remember
you think
where he
about it,
was
because
at. What
why would
was
King Boo be at the wedding unless it's like I fuck with the villains? You feel me?
but I was he at the wedding or was he at
Yeah,
the
it was
okay.
a big ass white ghost. Like literally, he was like floating
Okay.
around, going to his seat.
Because I thought he might have been at when Donkey Kong was fighting Mario and they had like that whole Coliseum. I thought he might have been there, but maybe it was probably at the
Mm-mm.
wedding. Okay.
Nah. Honestly, now I do want to go see that scene because what if they have all these little side villains from the other
Mhm.
games just kind of casually in the crowd? I haven't seen anybody talk about it yet.
Yeah, then
It
they
was a
could
lot
use
going
him.
on in that scene though.
Yeah, because they could use him because they, I guess they could be Bowser's allies. So yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Um, is there anything we forgot to mention? Chat, is there anything that y'all could think of that we forgot to mention? Anything that stood
Did
out to
y'all see the
y'all about
post
the movie?
credits?
Yeah, both. Yeah, there was two of them.
I
The
actually
one with
didn't.
Yoshi.
I usually stay for post credit. Oh yeah, there was a Yoshi scene in the main movie where
Yeah.
they were like running around like horses and yeah, but
It's like
that's
Jurassic
They
World.
showed
yeah.
Yoshi's like his species, but at the one of the post credits, BG,
Mhm.
you know where they fall down in the sewers where they first
Yep.
get to that tunnel.
Yeah.
They show Yoshi's egg starting to hatch, and then the movie cuts off.
hmm
Oh, so
And
he's
because
gonna be in part 2.
remember when that world blew up into Brooklyn, it kind of just threw some shit out there. So his
Yeah.
egg was one of the things that shot out.
Mm.
Pause.
Yoshi's another
Um,
character that I always love. Like Super Mario World is my favorite Mario game, so I fuck with Yoshi.
what was the first end credit scene? Because the Yoshi egg was the second one.
The first one I can't was Bowser a post credits or was that just part of the movie? I can't remember.
There was two credit scenes. I just can't remember what
The
the
ones
other
so
one
I'm gonna tell you what I remember. I remember seeing Yoshi's egg and
was.
also the blue star was one of the post credits.
Yeah, so it wasn't it was kind of like an Easter egg where they put at the end of him like now you're dead with me or let the darkness consume you or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fire.
That
Yeah, you
nigga
missed
need
that
therapy.
you would have thought that was funny. It literally was a black screen and he popped up and just talked to us for like 10 seconds just being dark and then he disappeared.
He need therapy. Usually I stay for post credit scenes, but I didn't stay for this one.
It was a quick movie. I wasn't mad at all. Sometimes the movie be so long you just like I don't know if I want to listen to a soundtrack song and look at words for 10 minutes, but
Mhm.
Now let me bring this up to y'all because we've been talking about this in Discord, right? There's been a few people on. So for one, when this movie came out, um, a lot of journalists weren't feeling the movie. A lot of journalists were saying the movie was too kiddie, didn't have that great of a story, blah blah blah. On the flip side, fans love it, including us, right? It's a great movie. One of the things that I've seen people say about the movie why they don't like it, they feel like it's too basic. Like it doesn't have a deep plot or narrative. Doesn't have any like really like emotional moments. And even though I can see where they're coming from, to me it wasn't an issue. But Jack has brought up something. He basically Jack was saying people like depressing animated movies, and that's why they like Pixar so much. He feels like Pixar movies are always depressing. They have depressing plots, and that's why people tend to like them. And that's what they wanted from Mario. They wanted Mario to have like a really emotional and depressing movie instead of it just being fun, which is what it is. Do y'all feel that way? Like, do y'all kind of see what that like have that same opinion?
Uh, I think the movie is fine. Like I don't think it needed to have a more serious tone. Um, like yeah, Pixar movies do tend, not all of them, but some of them tend to touch on more serious subject matter or have a
Yeah,
conversation about something real.
You
This
know what it is?
one,
I have a list. I have a list of the Pixar movies too.
yeah.
To build to that. What we were used to, of course, BG, y'all are older than me, but back then they had the Toy Story, the Monsters Inc., the Incredibles, Cars, Wally. There was a shift in Pixar movies where it just got to straight like emotional feel good, and it started with, in my opinion, it started with Up. Once we
yeah.
had
Up was a huge one.
Up was one of those where it's like it's so sad. Like that I've never even seen Up. I just know people said I cried when I seen it. After Up, we got Inside Out. We got Coco. We got Soul. We got
Mhm.
like Turning Red. And there was a shift to be more, honestly, I think they're trying to put adult emotions in a kid movie to draw more people into it of different age
Right,
groups.
right. That's
Yeah,
what I think
yeah,
it is
Because,
too.
for instance, Soul was a kid's movie, but the gravity of what really happened, this nigga is failing as what he wants to do for his life, he just dies.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Because
there's certain things where as an adult, you just like, damn, what the fuck? That was kind of
Because
depressing.
what they do is because of the presentation, kids are gonna watch it.
Hmm.
Just off the presentation alone. But kids don't them kids who watch, like if a kid watch Soul, he has no idea what's really going on. Like no idea like
Bam, right.
about the conversation and the narratives and the topics that's
Yeah.
happening in Soul. That's for the adult. They're like, okay, if we can get the kids to watch it,
Yeah.
that's just off the animation alone. And then we
Off
can
the
get
cute
the
little,
adults
yeah.
and the parents to talk about it because they really understand the references
The
and what's happening.
right. We're looking at a nigga that's depressed, but he's like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna put my passion first. We understand that. We seen it like, damn, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that in real life, or I've been through that.
Yeah,
Um,
the Mario movie doesn't touch on any relevant, like there's no moral of the story, I guess, or no point. It's just fun and entertaining. I guess at the best you could say it teaches you to believe in yourself, which is a very generic like lesson because they were entrepreneurs and their the villain was beating them, but they were brave enough to overcome it. That's very generic. That's not really anything deep or anything like that.
I think like I'm sitting here. I have Pixar, DreamWorks, and Illumination, Blue Sky. I'm looking at all their catalogs, and
Mhm.
the nature of animation movies have just changed. Like for instance, I'm gonna just name off a few, and y'all are gonna remember how these felt when you watched it. Over the Hedge, Shark Tale, Madagascar, Shrek. Um, when we saw those movies, none of us went to that movie feeling heavy after we watched it. It
Yeah,
was like
those just they're just fun kid movies.
the most sadness you would feel is maybe like, oh, his feelings are hurt because his friends don't believe in him, or he just wants to go home, like with Finding Nemo. It was very surface level. These animation houses are getting deep into the psyche of these characters, and I think that's what's bogging it down. Like as animation lovers, I think it's bogging everyone down. Just like nigga, I don't always want to try to have to cry. I don't want to always have to just have
Right.
my adult brain looking at this. You see what I'm saying?
I think they do that. They might be trying to possibly like award chase a little bit.
That's what it sounds like, BG. It sounds like they fishing for Oscars and shit.
Yeah, because being that these movies have a deeper conversation and layers, gets people talking about it more in a serious manner. Where Mario probably it's not there's no like layers to Mario. You can't have like a deep conversation about this Mario movie, because of anything story wise, other than it's
Yeah.
fun and this stuff happened. But all these other movies, you could have deep conversations about the things that it touches on, which leads to deeper conversation, leads to a war talk and all that stuff.
The worst animation movie I've seen in the past 5 years was Minions. I think that came out this year or last year. My girl
Yeah,
and I
last-
walked out of it. We literally walked out of it. Off of a recommendation, but I'm not gonna reveal his gender. But
Reveal his gender.
yeah. He recommended us. We walked in there. I literally think there was like 30 minutes left in the movie, and I just said, "Are you hungry? Let's go." That movie was terrible. People are putting Mario's level of maturity or whatever depth on the same level of Minions, and that's not the case. Minions was literal a bubble, like a babbling the whole
There was
movie.
no English most of the time because the Minions don't speak English.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Trash. It was trash. Like, that was, you even try to give a pity laugh just to make yourself enjoy, or like, oh, I'm here now. None of that. Straight face the whole movie. And niggas are putting it on that level, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mario. I think Mario is good for just you walked out of there, didn't leave you in deep thought or anything like that, and that could be a good thing. Not every Oppenheimer is coming out, so we don't need
Yes, sir.
we don't need anything super deep, from Mario, right? Is different. We got stuff on different parts of the spectrum, so
Well, why you sleeping on Barbie though?
I just don't know if, babe, are you interested in
Mario's
seeing
gonna be
Barbie?
fire.
My wife is not even interested in Barbie at all.
Hello, tell her, don't ever yell at me like that again. That was crazy. This is my thing. Remember how we felt? I don't want to speak for y'all. You tell me how you felt when Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat came out.
The movie?
I actually like that movie. I like that movie.
Yes.
I don't remember.
It was
how I
goofy. It
felt.
was funny.
It was goofy in the perfect sense. You feel me? That was they went far, that was one of the movies where they went far enough to where I like what I'm seeing. I talked about this on the movie, guys. The hair, the cars, the clothing, the way they act, the wackiness of that movie. This is what that Barbie movie I feel like is gonna tap into. They literally, even the dialogue is like, maybe we should be boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's like, and do what? He was like, I don't know. I haven't thought that far. Like, when kids would play with Barbies, they just saying shit because they hear the adult saying it. I feel like this Barbie, even when they, in the trailer, when they flip the Barbie car and it's like the physics are like, and they just land. Like, I think this movie is going to have fun with this. I think it's going to play. I think it's going to be a sleeper hit. I'm not going to lie.
What's the
It's
next
gonna be
movie?
a funny movie.
So what's the next movie coming out? The next
Evil
big thing y'all
Dead
seeing?
and
Evil Dead is this Friday coming up, and Bo is Afraid.
Oh yeah, that's a double feature, baby. We seen both
Wait,
of those in one weekend.
what's the second one?
Yeah, Bo is Afraid.
BG, have you seen
I have
seen
no
Hereditary?
idea what that is. Yes, I've seen Hereditary. I love it.
The same director of Hereditary is his new movie.
Wait, Bo is Afraid.
Now I'm gonna tell you this.
It got Joaquin Phoenix in it.
BG, I know what type of movies you like. I know how you feel. Don't go in this movie. Just I don't even know if I just tell them to watch the trailer. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna just say that right now.
It's gonna be really weird. People have already seen it, and they saying it's weird as hell.
And if you're not feeling silly, don't go in there because you're gonna be like, that movie was
Oh,
trash.
it's distributed by A24.
Come
literally
on.
makes
He doing it.
very specific type of like weirdo horror movies. No, I'm
God.
just saying, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
But y'all niggas think that A24 makes movies for people that wear suspenders. No, we don't.
Bro, if you see A24 on the screen, you know you in for a very specific type of movie. That's all I'm saying.
Cinema lovers, movie lovers, we like A24. They're giving us something different. You know what y'all niggas want? Y'all love Bloomhouse. Y'all want to see
Yes,
another
I do.
goddamn? Oh my
You like
god!
A24 is like
Annabelle for the 10th time. He want to see Annabelle for the 10th
yes,
time.
I do,
And
bro.
he want to see
Bro,
another. He want to see another doll movie. Like
I
nigga,
just
no,
watched.
we don't want
I
no
just
more
watched.
Annabelle.
I just watched a movie. It was literally like the Jewish version of like an almost like an Annabelle movie
Exorcist.
or
Oh.
yeah, it was the Jewish version of
Oh,
The
He's
Exorcist.
talking about Megan, yeah.
It's not Megan.
Look at him.
But
He's about to get mad.
it's like the Jewish version of The Exorcist. I can't remember what it was called, and it was fire. But yeah, A24, like A24 is kind of like I didn't like Nope, but Nope is kind of the movie that A24 would I feel like would distribute.
Are you talking about Pray Away the Devil?
No, it's not that either. It
Oh,
was
okay,
on
okay,
it was on like one of these streaming services.
movie was trash.
I don't even remember which one. But I do
I
like
know
some A24 movies, but like man, it'd be like
I know we off topic. I don't want to see another nun Exorcist movie. They played out, bro. Unless you're gonna go Evil Dead and get dark with it, don't make no more possessed movies. That era of being scared because we're scared of religion and we're like, but guys, it's the Catholic Church. Like that's not horror, nigga. It's not 1972, nigga. No,
Hey man,
no more nun movies.
Demon movies still get me. I don't know.
How?
I love
They still
it.
get me.
You want
I love
want somebody with you want a girl with some paper cuts on her face going and like spit and say pump it up backwards and shit. Like nigga, no.
I love it.
I don't want any more
Yes,
nun movies.
I still
bro. They're not
love
scary.
like demonic and possession movies. I'm sorry, I never get tired of them.
Those are the scariest movies to me.
How that be if you take control of your body, BG, you like
Hey man. Like yeah, A24 are absolutely for like dudes who think they're way smarter than they actually are.
brother.
I'm sorry.
I'll give you this. A24 is for movies that wear tapered pants. You feel me? That for the niggas that cuff their jeans, that's us.
That's y'all, yep. That's
You feel
y'all.
me? We're not snobs. We just we know
walk
what good cinema
outside,
is.
walk outside with like 3-piece tailored suits just to go to the corner store.
Yeah.
That's for y'all boys.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That's the same shirt that I beat him in Creed. We ain't gonna talk about it though.
I got like 5 of these. I got like 5 of these things. All right, let's we could wrap it up. We all know. Okay, so Beau is Afraid, Evil Dead. Those are the next movies. I don't know if I'm gonna see. I'm definitely not seeing Beau is Afraid in the theater. That's going to theater.
BG, Guardians 3 is May 5th as well.
Oh, I gotta put that in my calendar.
We can. Hey man, I think that was a good one because the state of Marvel movies. I think that would be a good one for us to do.
That might save the MCU. That might save the MCU.
I don't really have any thoughts, bad or
MCU,
good.
The MCU is dead right now. It's dead right now.
So we'll see. If this one is bad, it's been a long streak of bad movies for MCU. Or mediocre or mid. I would say it's been a long streak. Like I don't know when the last time. Shang-Chi might be the last one I think is absolute fire. But Spider-Man came out after that. So I think Shang-Chi and Spider-Man were the last ones that I was like, this is absolute fire. I think those are the last ones.
I agree.
So we'll see. But we gonna get out of here. Y'all know who I am. BG, Weapon Wheel later. Movie guys, go ahead, plug yourselves.
Yes, sir. Movie Guys Podcast. I don't know when the next one gonna be. Maybe next week. Well, actually, what we should do is wait till we see Evil Dead and Beau is Afraid, and then we can do it.
Evil Dead, Beau is Afraid. How far away is Oppenheimer and Barbie?
That's July 21st.
Damn, yeah, we can't wait that long. Yeah,
So we
I'm
got a few
down
more.
with a new episode. Horror lovers, tap in. Hey, if you're in the community and you like horror movies and you want to come talk about it, let us know. You feel me? Anyone that want to come speak on it. I'm trying to get this one guy that actually makes creepy movies in real life to come on. Hopefully I can get his schedule right. Yeah, so I guess in the next 2 weeks when those movies come out this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. So
okay, I'll be free after this weekend.
All right, y'all. Chat, salute to y'all. We gonna catch y'all on the next one. We out. Peace.
I got a question.
Yep.
Before you go, how you feel about the live format? You like it with the live, or do you prefer recording it and uploading it later?
I prefer everything live. I was only doing it before that way to give Patreon something to feed on, but I don't think they really care. I'm gonna probably change that tier. I like everything live.
Yeah.
So
okay.
if I because if I want to just pull,
engagement and shit
you know,
like that.
yeah, and if I just want to, drop my nuts on the table and it's live. You know what I'm saying? Do everything live. It's right there.
Watan, I can't wait
to
to
see it when it
get your
happens.
camera. I can't wait to
Yes,
get your
sir.
camera,
Yes, sir.
Watan.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to
Yes, sir.
see your reaction when he say shit like that. He
You
ain't got no
know?
pants on talking about that right now.
I
Go
got
ahead in the
pants
street.
on. I got pants on.
Stand up.
I don't,
Show us what you're working with.
Tell another man to stand up is
What you mean?
crazy.
What you mean?
That is wild,
You
bro.
know what's
What do
funny
you
about
want?
BG? I picture him like a cartoon character. He got the same white T-shirt and
Oh, he
sweatpants
got
in his
that
clothes.
wagon. Look at BG. He got
All
that
right, bro,
wagon.
pack it up. We out. See, he had to take it there. Gotta make it gay. We out, man. See, I should have known when another man told me to stand up, and I actually did it, man. What's wrong with me? Especially this guy.
You was curious though, but you
Especially
was
this
curious
guy.
enough.
He
You was
did a
like, let me find
360.
out
He did a
what-
360.
Come on, man. I ain't do. See, that was gotta put sauce on it. Yeah, we gotta put sauce on it, dog.
Ah.
Hey, man. We out. Weapon
Bye.
will later. Peace.